you doing today? Listen, I want to talk to you about planning for success in your business. I think that a lot of people, they mean well, but they struggle to plan for success. And what I see is, when I get on calls with people, they say, yeah, Jeremiah, I'm planning, but I have all these ideas, all these goals, all these dreams, all these aspirations, and then I talk to them 6 months down the road and they haven't done anything yet. And life got in the way. Life got in the way for them. They gave up on doing it, and they're still planning for success. And so the right way that I see when we're building companies is, listen, 7 days. We have a 7-day planning cycle. Now we plan for about 30 days in advance. But we're planning for action steps, action activities. If you're taking longer than 7 days to plan in your business what you're going to do, the action steps of your next phase of what you're going to do, you're taking way too long and you're mentally stuck on something else. There's another reason why you're not taking action. It has nothing to do with you not being ready yet. It has nothing to do with you not planning right. There's something else that has to occur and mentally that's blocking you from doing anything, which is why I talk to people 7 years ago who are still telling me that they're still getting ready with their foundation in their business. They haven't done anything. You can't plan that long. It's a mental, at that point, you're just feeding yourself mentally to feel like you're doing work, and you're doing nothing. And so you have to plan short increments, 7 days, a 7-day cycle in your business. And then take action on what you planned. Don't plan out further than that. That's a mistake. Plan out roughly further than that. This is why I say I think a lot of people are so attached to, well, I made a mistake in the past, so I'm gonna never make a mistake. I'm never gonna feel that pain of failure that I felt before. So I'm gonna plan myself into success for so long to make sure that I map out and plan every single detail, and they get mentally stuck from ever doing anything because they're so focused on making sure that they over plan so that they don't experience that failure. Cut that out. 7 days. Focus on 7 days of what do you have to do in the next 7 days. What needs to get done? What are you trying to accomplish? And then take action on those things. Take imperfect action on that 7-day plan, and then plan for the next 7 days. You can't give yourself all these redos of planning to where you just waste 5 to 10 years of your life planning to get started in business when all it takes is, listen, you guys could reach out to me in a DM and say, hey, Jeremiah, what do you think about this idea? And then that will help save you 7 years of your life. Seriously. And then you'll start building your website. You'll start buying your domain name. You'll stop, well, I'm not sure if it's the right thing. All of this stuff that we get stuck in our head that stops us from taking action, because the planning is a safety mechanism. The planning is a safety zone that we feel comfortable with. We feel comfortable not doing anything because at least we're planning. Okay? If you're not planning for success, you're planning to fail. I absolutely believe that. But if you're over planning, overthinking, overanalyzing, you're allowing your brain to stop you from ever doing anything that's going to get you anywhere past where you are right now. And you have to change what you've been doing, even if that's your pattern in life, even if that's what you've always done. You have to do something different than what you've always done if you want to get a different result in business. And so plan seven days out. If you have a lot of stuff to process, don't take longer than 7 days to plan. Start on Monday, by Friday, have the next 2 to 4 weeks planned out. And then don't worry about the stuff that you didn't figure out yet. Okay? Don't worry about the stuff that you're still figuring out, that you're waiting until you have all the details. Figure those out as you go and take action on the plan that you have so far. There's no reason to take longer than that to come up with what you're planning to do in your business. There's not. If there is, figure out what that reason is why you can't, because there's something else going on other than planning. And this excuse, this reason of, I'm getting ready. I'm getting all my stuff in order to get ready. Let's get specific about that. Let's get specific about what you're getting ready. What are you getting ready? What are you preparing? What are you getting in order? Like, you need to tangibly say, is it the website? Is it the domain name? Is it the copy? Is it the title? Is it the idea? Is it the manufacturer? Is it the development? What is it? Get specific. Generalities will destroy you in planning in your business. Being so general about what you're going to do every single day. Only give yourself a short amount of time to plan, then take action on that plan that you came up with. There's no reason to take longer than that when planning stuff in your business. There's no reason to take longer than 7 days to map out what you're going to do in the next 30 days. Every single successful business that we've ever helped build, we would never give ourselves longer than 7 days to map out the next 30 days. And then we would figure out everything else as we went, because then you're just mentally spinning around the same idea over and over again, and you'll end up talking yourself out of doing anything. Action and speed are important. Give yourself the opportunity to plan, but not to overplan. My friend, 7 years of planning something is just you allowing your fear to control you. Taking 7 years to plan out what takes 6 months is letting your fear and worry dictate your life. Now, yes, I get it. Some stuff takes a while. I got Aaron on here. Building a church, bro, that takes a while, right? That takes a while. I get it. But the steps, what are we going to do next week? You know, our next strategy, 7 days, and then you execute over the next 30 days. I see people, man, they're making their course, they're making their programs. They're 7 years, and they're at where they were 7 years ago. They haven't moved an inch forward because they're planning. There's something else going on is what's going on. It's not the planning, it's the fear, it's the worry. It's the worry of, is this going to be wrong? Is this going to work out? Is this going to go? You know, it requires action, exactly. And you have to take action. You have to take action without knowing all the pieces of how it's going to work out. It takes risk. It takes this F word called faith. It's my favorite F word, faith. I don't ever say the other F word. But it takes faith to take action on your 7-day plan. It takes faith to move forward instead of letting your fear control you, instead of letting your worry dictate what you're going to do, instead of letting, well, is this going to go wrong? Did I do this right? Am I doing this the right way? Take 7 days to map out your next 30 days. And then on the last week of that 30 days, map out the next 30 days. So you're in a 21-day planning cycle, and you take that 7 days to process through what you're going to do. This is how we plan everything. And this is what's going to help you. Instead of waiting 7 years, 5 years, 6 years, 8 years to do anything, to move 1 inch forward, take action, take steps of faith, limit the amount of time that you give yourself to plan stuff out. And that's going to help you be more successful. Speed is important. Don't give yourself opportunities to self-sabotage. I think that's one of the biggest things. You have to have self-control enough to not give yourself the chance to self-sabotage. That's a soundbite. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to save that one. So that's my message on this today. Don't give yourself chances to self-sabotage. Shorten the amount of time that you plan stuff, and then take action. And then learn from how it did. Look at the data. Look at how did it perform and then adjust from there and make your next plan instead of waiting until it's all figured out before you move forward. We'll talk soon, everybody.